timeless as always. John, thank you very much. Hello! It's a pleasure to see you again. I'm Justin Smith, digital mouth of the Esports South and assistant director of Concord Esports, here with the Concord Experience. I am having a fantastic day. I hope you are as well. Let's get to podcasting. I'm joined, as always, by the effervescent, handsome, talented, capable, brand and marketing director, coach of Call of Duty and other FPSs, John Boy Rose. John, how you doing?
Good, man. How about you?
Very good, very good. And we have with us the incredibly talented, now a veteran at Concord, Luke Hutchison, a.k.a. Lovely. Luke, how you doing?
Oh, I'm just peachy, Justin. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
We got a pretty fun podcast, but before we hop into that, we got to talk about current events in esports. There's only one North American team left at the time I talk about this, and 0 European teams. That means Liberty won, freedom reigns. NRG has made it into the quarterfinals. The entirety of China has made it into the quarterfinals, and three Korean teams have made it into the quarterfinals. So it is 7 Asian teams, mostly Koreans, versus a 100% North American born and bred squad. Never has justice, liberty, and equality been under attack like it is right now. I am so excited for NRG and the work that they put in. League has a very interesting atmosphere right now where the whole Western world's kind of rallying behind this one team. So it feels really good. It's an exciting time. Anything happening in your esports world?
Not too much development. The new COD, I believe, releases this week or next. But they now comes the planning for the major events that are happening for COD. So they have speculations of what some of those destinations will be. One being the Charlotte Ravens or Royal Ravens venue for this year.
It's going to be so fun.
If it's in North Carolina, I will be there.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I want to go to that. I really think they did a good job branding too.
The Carolinas?
Yeah. They did a fantastic job branding that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And that's, for us local, it's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
100% worth it for some top-tier esports. And they do some live events in COD, if I'm correct, right?
Who? Raleigh?
Yeah.
Or Charlotte? Yeah, they do. Yeah.
So that should be a good time. Luke, do you watch any esports? I know you're huge into Pokemon Go. And people don't give it enough credit, but it has a world championship that's played on a major arena.
Does.
This is the world champion.
Yeah, okay. No, there is a big competitive scene for Pokemon Go. I didn't watch it the last time it was live. But there is a PvP mode in the game, and there's a lot that goes into that. I'm more of, catch and collect type player.
Yeah.
We just came back from New York City for GoFest 23.
That's right. That was your first time in New York?
That was my first time.
Did you get hit with like the awe, like the big city?
It's different than West Virginia. it's a lot different than West Virginia. So
every time I go or anybody goes, they get the itch to stay. Did you get the itch to?
No, actually not. No, I kind of like the small town kid type thing.
Yeah.
The only time I've seen public urination was in New York City.
Yeah, no, we've seen that.
Good to visit, great pizza. That's about it.
We saw some interesting characters down there. But overall, it was a really good time. We got to meet a couple PokeTubers down there.
That's right, yeah.
Which was really cool. We got to hang with them for a bit, with some connections around here that are connected to them. But that's one of my big ones, Pokemon.
So, what's it like, the three of us spending hundreds of hours per year preparing for a professional esport when the most experienced esports professionals in our department play a mobile game? It's gutting. And it goes with me to sleep. I know this. I have loved Pokemon Go. It does check the box of gotta catch 'em all better than any Pokemon game that's ever been released.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of fun.
Going, right? You want to you have so much you need.
There's so much for collection purposes because you have in the game, in any normal Pokemon game, there's a Pokedex which keeps tracks of all your Pokemon. But in this one, you know, you have a shiny Pokedex, and you have a 3-star Pokedex, you have a perfect IV Pokedex. There's just so much more and so much to collect. They make it to where there's a lot of possibilities of a lot of different combinations of things that can happen.
Their branding and their development team has done a great job of not only getting people to play the game, but keeping them to stay with it.
You never know anything about Pokemon until you find out how passionate people are about Pikachu and a birthday hat.
That is so true. I mean, even right now, there's Pikachu in a little Halloween costume, and I'm looking for an orange one. Nope, not yet.
And he's going to pour dozens of hours into getting it.
Yep, I got a little bit more time, but it's pretty nasty today, so I'll probably be going very slow in my car.
But Thurman, she'll be walking.
She will definitely be walking. Yeah,
she'll be getting it.
Yep.
I
think she already has it. Actually, she told me she already got it. But I mean, she is on a completely different level than I am.
That's something. I'm speechless. It always gets me. I love watching passionate people do things that they care about, and seeing people play Pokemon Go checks all those boxes. Because unlike like regular esports, where if you only play casually, like people, it's an insult. Like, you filthy casual, you idiot, you normie, like all that stuff. But Pokemon, doesn't matter what game you're playing, it transcends skill level to where you can find some kind of joy in your play. And that's just amazing.
Oh no, I showed Luke my Pokédex from when I was playing heavy, and he just kind of laughed at me.
It was very.
It was a light chuckle. It was a light chuckle.
He traded me a few things. Yeah. Well, folks, that was esports at large, and that is very important to us. We want esports to be real, and that's why this podcast is sponsored by us. We want you to make esports real, and you do that here at Concord University. Concord Esports, we have a 160-person arena. We want you to come and watch our matches. We have some of the most talented players on the continent. Not town, not county, not state, but continent, playing games right here, locally for you. Homegrown talent, imported talent. We've got tall talent, short talent, talent that we can't even fathom the ceiling to their skill. And you can see it all live. Come to the Concord Esports Arena, the 3rd floor of the Ray Hall building. We got concessions, we got merch, we got it all. And you need to come experience it firsthand. So please, if you're watching this podcast, give it a share. If you're watching this for the first time, come on down to the arena. Now, in terms of local esports, we did have our Rocket League team just get 3rd place in a great LAN event in North Carolina?
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Yeah, it was a Stay Plugged In LAN. One of the best collegiate esports recruiting site that we use. It's a great program. And it was really cool that they went, and it's another top 3 to add to their established names.
We're incredibly proud of them. That's ET, that's Helix, that's Pancake. Yeah. We're very proud of you guys. Thank you for carrying the Concord name a few states down and performing so well. Anything else in local esports? We're coming up on playoffs. Some of our teams are going to be in playoff contention.
We still have 2 teams undefeated. Our Street Fighter 6 and our Smash team. Smash has been with us since 2020, and this is the first time they've been undefeated. So they have 2 games left to solidify that, and same with Street Fighter. So I'm hoping they can bring that out.
I think that they're going to be able to stay strong. These guys are poring over data. They're looking at their matchups intelligently. It's going to be a fun time to watch. So if you can't make it to in person, make sure you check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/ConcordEsports.
Concord U Esports.
Concord U Esports. And there wouldn't be a U without you watching. So make sure you head on down to the dude down below. Follow us on that. Yeah. So let's talk about our honored guest. Lovely.
Not only the captain of the Fortnite team.
Not only.
But a seasoned vet on Overwatch that he just switched over. And social media manager for Concord Esports.
A renaissance man if esports ever had one.
Thank you. I wear a lot of hats.
You do, and you look good in all of them. I have been particularly impressed with seeing your transition from a support role, not a support role as in Overwatch support, but not being the in-game leader, or being a captain of Overwatch and then migrating over to Fortnite and being in a captain position, you've done well, and we're really proud of you.
Thank you.
So what do you think skills you learned in Overwatch 5v5, or at the time you played a 6v6 team game, going down to now a Battle Royale, you play duos and trios?
Yes.
Well,
coming to Overwatch, I had no competitive experience. I came here, it was about 2 weeks prior that I decided I wanted to come to esports, and I was a bronze player. I had only played competitive for the first time like 2 weeks prior, but I was watching all of Concord streams and, professionals and all this, that, and the other to try to get better. But so some of the things that I learned, some of the things that are the most valuable to me that I have learned are communication and team play.
Yep.
I've learned how to compete at on a competitive level, compete with a team. I'm repeating myself a lot, but you guys get the point, I think.
Hey, when you care about something, you can get lost in the words, Luke. There's nothing wrong with that.
Team play, working with people, communication, basically just how to play on a team.
And weren't you, like, when you first got here, weren't you begging for a Fortnite team?
Oh my goodness. Ever since 2021, I came here, fall, the entire time, every semester, when are we going to get a Fortnite team? Can we get a Fortnite team? The entire time. But eventually I just got decent in Overwatch, and I started to, kind of fall for that game.
This man hit Masters. It's a little above decent.
Don't let him talk. Don't let him talk about that.
It's all right. It's all right. I could have done better, but I played Fortnite day one. It's always going to have a special place in my heart. So that was what I really wanted to play at the end of the day.
100%.
So tell me, when you made this transition, we picked up a roster, we're happy to go into the game. What is the biggest difference in preparing for an Overwatch match versus preparing for a Fortnite match?
Well, preparing for an Overwatch match can be a little bit more difficult because the practices are a lot different. If you solo queuing in Overwatch is a lot different than solo queuing in Fortnite, because if you solo queue in Fortnite, it's you just playing solos, you're playing by yourself, you're playing your own life. Even any kind of Overwatch practice usually 99% of the time requires a team, whether that would be my team here at Concord, or that be my team just randoms. So it's a little bit different, and there's obviously big skill differences and big mechanic differences between big mechanic differences in both of the games, but they also have some similar qualities, like you have to practice your aim, and you have to practice working with a team, because Fortnite is not just a solo game. You still have to be able to work with other players for duos and trios tournaments. So there's similarities, but there's differences between the two games.
Yep.
So has your gun skill carried over?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Aim is definitely a little bit different because, like Overwatch is a first-person shooter, Fortnite is a third-person shooter. But I've tried my best to, at first I needed to adapt my sensitivity to the same as Overwatch. But then I realized, okay, Fortnite is a little bit more fast-paced. You need to be able to have a higher sense, so I've slowly increased that. But overall, yeah, I'd say gun skill has carried over a little bit.
Well, let's see if your timekeeping skills. Fortnite is a play on words. If you didn't know it, the game was originally released without a Battle Royale mode. It was just a competitive two teams building a fort and fighting, right?
I think originally Fortnite was Save the World, which was a PvE type game.
Yeah.
So there was like lots of, these little ghoul-like zombie things, and I didn't play it that often. I dabbled in it a little bit, but I was mostly into the Battle Royale.
Well, I know it has been joked about a lot with the name like Fortnite. Like, what is Fortnite? But the real question is, how long is a fortnight? So let's start there. Luke, how long is a fortnight?
That's a good question, Justin.
How many units of time is a fortnight? Take a guess.
A night.
A night?
A night.
No! A fortnight is 14 days.
14 days.
14 days.
That's a lot of days.
So if you had to guess how long a jiffy is, if you were going to play Fortnite in a jiffy, how soon would you be playing Fortnite?
Jiffy, when I hear the word, first I think of the peanut butter, but it sounds quick to me, be there in a jiffy.
It is the amount of time it takes to travel one Fermi, or Fermi, which is about the size of a nucleon in a vacuum. Common sense stuff that I'm ashamed you didn't know about.
Right, yeah.
I know I like to say I'll do it in a shake. How long is a shake?
How long is a shake?
How long is a shake?
Depends if you get the small, medium, or large. I like the large chocolate milkshake.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
my answer too.
Well, common sense tells us that a shake is 10 nanoseconds.
10 nanoseconds.
I'm
That
really
was my
disappointed.
next answer, actually.
So a megasecond. That can't be too long a time.
A megasecond.
How long is a megasecond?
That reminds me of a mega pint, quoted by, what's his name?
That person who did the thing?
That guy that did the thing.
How long is a megasecond? And what dances do they do in it?
What?
I mean, Fortnite is a
happening?
dancing sim.
A megasecond. All right. Well, that's a second and a half. 1.5 seconds.
It is 11.6 days. What? That is a megasecond.
I really want a chocolate milkshake now.
Yeah,
I would
actually,
kill
it would
for a
be nice, wouldn't
milkshake.
it?
All right, well, here's some that you may have heard before. How long is a jubilee?
A jubilee.
That's an X-Men.
That is. But it's also a unit of time.
Pass.
It is 50 years. So every 50 years you celebrate a jubilee.
You're almost a jubilee.
I hate you so much. I hate you so much. I hate you.
I'm joking.
All right. Two more.
Two more.
How long is a Gregorian year?
What is a Gregory?
I've actually heard this. I don't know the answer, but I've heard this before.
How long is a Gregorian year?
7.
Yeah. $1.
$1? It's
$1,
365 days. Gregorian year are the years that you have every year.
Oh.
What do you know?
Apparently not. What a Gregorian year. All right, and the last one. What is a kalpa? How long is a kalpa?
A kalpa?
A kalpa. Public education's failed. The fact you don't know this, I knew all of this going into this conversation. I don't need this piece of paper. It's a decoration.
Can I ask you one?
You cannot. You can mind your own business.
A kalpa. It sounds like a medical tool that is used to cut skin.
If you don't know what a kalpa is, maybe. A kalpa is a Hindu term, and it is a measurement of 4,320,000,000 years.
Oh yeah, I remember that in Hindu class.
So roughly, yeah, everyone just, as soon as you say it, they're like, oh yeah, that was in my intro to Hindu that I took last Tuesday.
Yeah, duh.
I know one thing. There isn't enough time left in your ride at Concord for us to be able to fully maximize your capabilities. You're talented, you're driven, and we're glad you're here, Luke.
Thank you.
Luke,
Thank you.
Anything that you want to say, any pluggables, anything like that?
Buy the merch. Buy the merch. Acquire with a K.ca/Concord. There's all kinds of new stuff. We got all kinds of stuff coming up. All kinds of goodies there. Watch the Twitch streams, twitch.tv/ConcordEsports. What am I forgetting? There's definitely more. Come to our in-game arena, 160 seats, plenty of seats for you to come in and watch our games live.
And plenty of food.
Concessions, we got merch there, we got, exclusives. We have some stuff there that we do not sell online.
Yep.
All kinds of goodies there. Plus, you get the experience of watching our games live and cheering on our players, which it's really cool. It's really cool.
All the links to do all this will be in the doodly down below.
Why am I even here? You don't need a host. This stuff does itself.
We've gotten so good at this. He's honestly just a robot now.
And I'm not even really here. I'm Chat GPT, just dressed up to be a little bit more trained.
AI generated Justin.
I guess if there was one additional thing to plug, folks, our Christmas sweaters are live. This is the best piece of merch we're ever going to have. Look at me. Look me in the eyes. I want this to be successful more than any one thing I've ever asked you. I am personally begging you. Order the sweaters so that we can do stuff like this again, because these are everything I've ever wanted in esports. It's my two favorite things, Christmas and esports. If you ruin this for me, I'll find out. John, anything you want to plug?
Nope, I think Luke kind of covered it all.
Follow our socials.
Oh, there you go.
I thought you would
Instagram.
start there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is my job.
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't start there. But Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of these. Everything
TikTok.
we just
We're
said.
back on TikTok.
TikTok,
We're back on-
YouTube,
Yeah.
X.
all of these.
X.
Excuse me.
Not truth. Not there yet.
Everything that we just said. All of these. We have updates. You will be the first to know. If
MySpace.
You follow our socials. We need the Concord University MySpace.
We don't.
Tumblr.
We do. We definitely do.
We don't.
Yeah, we do.
Folks, I've been Justin Smith, Digital Mouth of the Esports South, the Sigtal Lord. I want you to do everything that they said, but most importantly, I want you to have a good day. Take care.